Namaskar. My name is Tanushree and I stand for dignity, self-awareness, empathy and well-being for myself and others. The prevailing education system teaches us to write answers but does not teach us to ask questions. When I first came to ISDM, I was originally a little bit worried. The courses will be too difficult for me, I wouldn't understand anything, I wouldn't fit in. But here we don't have to worry about earning grades. So it has been a really interesting journey for me. The diversity which is present in ISDM actually nurtures you to push yourself out of your comfort zone, out of your horizons and go and do something not just for the society but also for your own self. Apart from the sessions in ISDM, I have also done so much of the group work, the problem-based learning, experiential learning, and this time as part of my experiential learning, I went on my residency to a very renowned organization which works with children. And I got one of my top preferences. I went to work in this organization with one of my ISDM colleagues. The person whom I went with on this journey is a very different person from me. While working on the initial project, it was changed and there were repeated alterations in the project. It was a decent experience, maybe because of the communication gap and their expectations versus ours. We also asked our mentors to allow us to work from the office, but it did not happen, and there are many reasons behind it. We started working and realized this is not what we wanted. This is not the best utilization of what I have learned as a development professional in ISDM. Going to work in the field, coming back, communicating to our mentor and getting no reply or a dissatisfactory reply, reflecting with Priyanka on daily basis after the field visits, not creating any impact was bothering me again and again. So now what? Communication was the only solution to this problem. After successive dialogue and meetings, we arrived to a conclusion which was satisfying our and the organization expectations from each other. I so want to tell you that I have finally learned to use non-violence communication in my day-to-day life. And I have made the best usage of it during my residency with my mentors, my colleague, my friends, my doctor, my family. My belief is that communication is the best way to create strong relationships. This time I got to know myself even more because the project changed several times. I got to know that I am agile, I can adjust and I'm flexible to change and I adapt very fast. I work with patience. I don't compromise on the quality of work even if I'm not well. When Priyanka and I was working, then in between the work I was diagnosed with some acute lung infection. I have realized that health is everything. It should be the utmost priority and that's why one of the additional value is well-being now. I have done so much of reflection all this while. Now what next? How to balance everything? Already too much was going on. How to balance family, professional life, health all together. The basic thing that I've learned in ISDM is the ability to make choice like an authentic development professional. You know, at one point of time, you have 5 different things happening and you have to prioritize. You have to choose what to choose that point of time. At this point of time, ISDM has taught me to handle the daily chores of my life with a positive attitude. Because of the transformational leadership, I have learned to take life more positively. Even in the residency, everything was haphazard, but now my mind has developed a natural tendency to focus upon the positives and is not bothered much about the negatives. For me, accepting life with all its diversity, my journey has been so insightful here. I have been able to appreciate the finer things of life now and been able to question things thrown at me. During residency, Priyanka and I worked together and I got to know that she has got a very different thought process from me. Her way of solving problem and understanding was very different and we always had different perspectives while working on something. So I never thought that peer learning would be as valuable as it has been throughout this residency journey. Our mentor from ISDM was so helpful during this residency, one of the most iconic faculties. She helped us a lot, and we always had some deep reflection sessions with her over the call, which has been so beneficial for me, learning wise, listening to her, and then reflecting. This process also enabled me to discover those things I never knew I had. In this residency, I have practiced the wider view of what lies around me, the tools and the knowledge pieces, and how do they connect and develop me more comprehensive. Some of the tools and knowledge pieces that we have done in our residency are identifying the problem using survey forms, analyzing the survey data, defining the problem using SWOT analysis, trends, and problem tree, analyzing the problem using system thinking, designing the theory of change, the project theory of change, outcome chain, and the PTM, program theory matrix. I think for me the residency has been a good experience because I have been able to sharpen my knowledge pieces and tools which I have learned in ISDM. Even when I was unwell, I pushed myself and didn't compromise with the quality of the work and completed everything on time. Priyanka and I were always considerate of each other's time. If we decided to work at 8 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. in the evening, we would do that. That's why I see myself as a committed individual. I don't think ISDM is an external experience for me. It's one that I very deeply internalize. Currently, I know that whatever it is I do after ISDM, I know it is going to be more meaningful. It will make my life more meaningful, and it will make my interactions and whoever I interact with or whatever I do more meaningful.
कहानी खत्म है क्या शुरुआत होने को है सुबह नहीं है ये या फिर रात होने को है आने वाला वक्त देगा बनाए या फिर से मिलेंगे।